Hey everyone! So I did my theology project on Hinduism and vegetarianism, what's sometimes known as the yoga of eating. It's looking at the Hindu beliefs and ideologies and how that kind of implies this necessity to live a vegetarian lifestyle. And then because most Hindus come from India, I thought it might be interesting to look at what a menu might look like from that area for vegetarians. A disclaimer before I begin is that it's not in any way trying to convince you to be a vegetarian or a Hindu by any means. I'm just stating the facts of what these people believe and their mindset. As you may recall, the main goal of Hinduism is to get out of the cycle of reincarnation. Hindus believe that every living thing, whether it be plants, animals, or humans, has three components: the physical body, which is material, the mind, which is neither, and then the Atman, or the soul, which is spiritual. The mind is constantly vibrating back and forth between the material wants of the body and the spiritual needs of the Atman. And it's only when the mind stills this vibration that the Atman can be clearly reflected and the true self can be found. And then that's the way that the cycle of reincarnation stops and moksha is achieved. So here's a picture, not drawn by me, illustrating the relationship between the Atman, the mind, and the body. As you can see, the mind is vibrating back and forth, and the goal of Hinduism is to make that line straight. Hindus furthermore believe that it's going to take multiple cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, multiple cycles of reincarnation, to quell the shaking, the vibration of the mind. And then another thing they believe is karma, what goes around comes around. If you do something good in one life, you'll be rewarded in the next. If you do something bad, you're going to be punished in the next. So as a result, Hindus take any and all action to calm the mind down so they can get out of the cycle of reincarnation and achieve moksha. They're going to hold that all life is sacred because everything has Atman. Everything has the same Atman. The Atman of a plant is the same as the Atman of us. Going further along, saying that we could be reincarnated as a plant or an animal. That's going to lead Hindus to advocate a lifestyle of nonviolence, and for most Hindus to take up a lifestyle of vegetarianism as also. Hindus would go so far as to say that meat is a toxicity to life. It's unneeded to survive. Scientifically, it's been proven that you can get all the nutrients that your body needs through plants and plants alone. Eating meat also creates a mentality of violence, Hindus believe. This can be observed by looking at the difference between carnivorous animals, such as the tiger, which is aggressive and violent, versus a herbivore animal, like cattle or livestock, which just eats grass and is very peaceful. They also hold that eating the flesh of an animal is the same as actually killing the animal. It's an act of murder either way. It's also hypocritical that you would advocate a lifestyle of nonviolence and peace, and at the same time you're wreaking havoc in a population like animals. Not all Hindus hold the vegetarian lifestyle for a multitude of reasons, but it's very, very rare that you'll find a Hindu that eats beef, because all Hindus basically hold a very deep reverence for the cow. The Indian name for cow, I'm going to butcher the name, no pun intended, is Agnya, which translates to not be slaughtered. The cow is even revered by the gods. Lord Krishna, who's a avatar of Vishnu, appeared on earth as a cowherder. The cow is seen as a role model to all Hindus because it gives so much without expecting anything in return. India uses the cow's products for a multitude of things. They use the milk, butter, and yogurt in almost all their dishes. And even their excrements, their urine and dung, are used to fertilize their agriculture, which just in turn provides them with more food. Naturally, the cow is viewed as the mother of all things then, just because it provides so much for these people. And it just upholds the vegetarian philosophy of, why would you eat your mother? Okay, so now I probably get to the part that most of you have been waiting for. What do these people eat if they're not eating meat? They're obviously eating lots of fruits and vegetables, but they lack a protein so commonly found in meat. Also, I apologize for any very mispronounced words I'm about to say here. So to get their protein, a lot of Indian dishes have what's called dal, which is the word for any beans or legumes, so like red beans, black beans, bean sprouts. The picture to the left there is a pretty common dish known as dal umpa, umpa being a risotto, like that yellowish stuff, and the dal being that black stuff. Another mainstay in vegetarian Indian dishes is some sort of flour. In the menu there is suj and chapatis. These are used to make a variety of grains and pastries. Down below is a suj crepe. Couldn't find one with apples or nuts, but you get the idea hopefully. Lastly, there's paneer, which is just the word for cheese. Paneer is found as commonly as vegetables in Indian food. The Hindu religion is not opposed to eggs. In fact, many dishes include eggs as the main food, but of course not everyone quite agrees, so a substitute would be scrambled paneer, pictured above. Sorry if that last part made you hungry. Hopefully we're closer to lunch now, if I'm presenting this fourth period. If not, sorry. But yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.